beautiful sunset glimpse of New Orleans, Louisiana, the city that never forgot. New Orleans, land of the Pelicans, in a fine Western Conference battle at the New Orleans Arena. Phoenix right now in the middle of a road trip. They have been riding the bottom end of the middle of the Western Conference, 11th place right now.
And they've got a little additional incentive today, Kevin, because the season series is knotted up at 1 apiece, and this is the rubber match right here. What do you think, Clark?
Well, you know what, Steve? I think you always want to come out on top in any series, so clearly there will be some added incentive to go 2-1 against this team instead of going 1-2.
Looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. Inside, it's Morris and Plumlee. Bledsoe is out there with Thomas, and it's Green in at the 3 spot.
And the layup just gift-wrapped right there. I mean, he had a clear path to the basket. It's amazing. Isaiah Thomas is just a fighter. He's adapted and thrived at every level. He's 3 years at the University of Washington. He got better and better each season. And in the NBA, barely even projected to make the league. He's outplayed his competition and continued to improve.
And here is Thomas after the three-pointer from the great one. Thomas with the ball, and Holiday picks him up defensively. And Plumlee kicks to Thomas. From outside the arc, count the bucket. Thomas got 5 now.
How about that for a response?
They will say they can give the 3 as well as they can take the 3.
Holiday, the pass to the great one. From beyond the arc, and again, New Orleans with the triple.
This team is just tremendously talented on the court. They really seem to be in a good spot with each other as well. No quibbling.
You know, a lot of teams are talented, but they just don't seem to be able to come together as a group. This team has no issues like that, and it allows them to play up to their extremely high potential.
Takes a 3, and he gets the bucket. 12 points for him.
Absolutely on fire from beyond the arc.
Yeah, that's where he's getting his points.
Thomas with the ball. Boy, he just disappeared against Dallas when they needed him the most. Morris. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Morris has got himself on the board with 3 there.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
And Thomas over to help. Holiday gets the bucket.
5 buckets without a miss. That's a fantastic start.
The Suns have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Thomas dishes to Morris. Now here's Plumlee. He's tightly guarded. Morris kicks to Thomas. Shot clock at 6. And the pass to Plumlee. Lets it fly. That one wide left.
Well, they finally miss on their 4th shot of the game. That's a good way to start things off. The Suns training staff renowned around the league for their ability to keep players healthy. They're at the forefront, biomechanics and all that new school stuff. The results have been terrific. It's all preventative maintenance.
Shots good by Bledsoe.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
Pelicans leading by 6. Here's the great one. He's coming off a 28-point game against Memphis. Novak, the pass to Usher. Novak dishes to Usher. New Orleans moving the ball around. Here's the great one. And airballs the triple. That one was way off. And when you ask people in the Suns organization about the training staff, Steve, they say they really hold players accountable. And that's the key in many people's minds.
Well, I was there with them, Kevin, as general manager for several years, and that staff is as good as any. And there's no doubt. I mean, if there's no commitment from the players to their conditioning and their training, it doesn't matter how good the training staff is, it's not going to work.
Players in the NBA always look to compare each other, and one apt comparison that Eric Bledsoe received was mini LeBron. I mean, that's quite a high compliment, but I think it fits him.
Tyreek Evans is checked in for New Orleans. Gordon comes in for Drew Holiday. Bledsoe kicks to Morris, and here's the intentional foul, but you know it's coming here at a very inopportune time.
Yeah, that bad play there. I mean, that could really...
16 seconds left here in the first quarter. It's Dragic with the drive. Feeds it to Warren. Misses the three. From half court, no luck. And as and welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for New Orleans.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
Yeah, and I've noticed also that their quick hands have led to a lot of forced turnovers. They're getting some points in transition as a result.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. Inside, it's Morris and Plumlee. Dragic is out there with Gerald Green, and it's Warren in at the three, the small forward. Pass to Dragic. Five to shoot. Lets the three fly. That's good. Dragic has got the first basket of the second quarter for the Suns.
That is not an easy shot right there. He had to get it off over a taller defender.
A little bit of a rainbow three, but like you said, it had to be with the size mismatch.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hey guys, the great one in their last game against the Grizzlies, boy, he was tremendous. He finished with 28 points, and he got there with his usual way. Just an impressive barrage of threes. The cherry on top for him, in addition to his outing, was ending the losing streak his team had been suffering through. We all know how big those moments can be for a team, Kevin.
All right, thanks, Doris. He's got a lot of positives to take away from that game, clearly, Steve.
Yeah, he played a huge role for them. His contributions are always important, but I thought he was particularly good that night.
Yeah, he was very solid. Just really locked in, engaged, on task. Solid performance tonight.
Pelicans leading by 12. Holiday, the pass to the great one. Trying his luck deep. Good. The great one's got 20.
And he does it again. What can you say? The defense continues to allow him to get open out there. They've got to know that he can knock down that shot.
Omerosh, he's checked in for Anderson. And for the Suns, Bledsoe comes in for Warren. And Thomas subbed in for Goran Dragic. Thomas dishes to Green. That's good. Green's got his first points of the game. The Pelicans have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Here's the great one. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
What a job he's doing here. I mean, his second quarter has been even better than his first. And that was pretty good.
And Thomas, here we go. Can't hit from 12. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second.
Well, there's got to be something about Washington producing these 5'9" guards. Whether you're talking Nate Robinson or Isaiah Thomas, they both can fill it up in a hurry. And, you know, they both play the game with the confidence and swagger of a power forward.
He dishes it to Bledsoe. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Really aggressive play, taking it to the rim against the big man.
Tell you what, I love that fearless attitude.
Well, Isaiah Thomas, not the dunker that Nate Robinson is, but he's a really good finisher around the rim despite his small stature. Able to make mid-air adjustments and has that great touch using creative angles to evade shot blockers.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Jimmer Fredetti's checked in for Evans. And it's Gordon in for Drew Holiday. And Isaiah Thomas, a natural scorer, but also a willing passer. He's trying to find that balance part between the two.
Kevin, there is always a place for anybody that can put the ball in the bucket with regularity. He can improve as a passer, sure, but his game is scoring the ball, and off of his scoring ability, he's able to set up other people.
Thomas against Gordon. And that's a foul called on Miles Plumlee. Some changes for Phoenix. Morris comes in for Plumlee, and it's P.J. Tucker in for Gerald Green. Here's the great one. No good on the quick three. The New Orleans Pelicans come into this one after the win against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And guys, they could have won that game on the strength of their offense alone. It was that good.
And to do it on the road, too, I mean, with the way they just kept coming at them and coming at them, they kept that crowd out of the game the entire time. That's good work.
And Thomas, here we go. Morris. Pelicans pull it in. Ashik's got his third rebound on the night. And here's Fredette from beyond the arc. And he gets it to go. Fredette's got himself on the board with 3 there.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Now, I don't know, Clark. I think there might be even more defense in warm-ups. I mean, this is kind of embarrassing.
And Thomas, here we go. Pass to Morris. Offensive struggles continue, missing again.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the boards.
Well, the main thing is they haven't allowed many second chance opportunities. That is always going to allow you to maintain your lead. And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the three-point line. That's 4 of the last 5. You got to run those guys off the line.
I agree, and the defense is practically giving them those shots, though.
Darius Miller, he's just... And through one half, it hasn't even been close.
Okay, guys, great work in the first half. That's how you take care of business on your home court.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here. In what has been so far a runaway game. It's been one outstanding game from the great one.
Just a pleasure to watch him play basketball. The way he sets up his teammates, his passing, his decision-making, very impressive.
Yeah, Steve, everything has been running through him, and he's doing a really nice job of racking up those assists.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So for New Orleans right now, the great one in its shooting guard. Anderson is out there with Steve Novak. Then it's Holiday, and it's Ashik in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's the great one. Buries the long-range jumper. The great one's got 26 points.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
That was the 9th straight point from behind the arc, Clark. It feels like they're finding the holes in this defense.
And it's Green missing.
Now defensively, they did a great job of staying tight on him.
This New Orleans team is now in their second season as the Pelicans. The name, which was subject to some critique early on, has actually turned out to be nice for the franchise with a new group of players, new ownership, and it fits nicely into creating a new identity.
Plumlee sets the pick for Green. Back to Thomas, 6 to shoot. Omer Ashik with the rebound. When you talk about the Pelican mascot, Steve, wingspan, a term that definitely applies to this team and the young Anthony Davis.
Yeah, it's a great name. You know, Davis was last year's leading shot blocker to go with 20 points and 10 boards a game. I mean, this guy is a potential superstar and obviously the key for this club moving forward.
Here's Green, and he makes good on the layup. Green's got 4 points in the quarter. Phoenix Suns come into this one following a loss to Dallas.
Yeah, they look totally disjointed, and sometimes you have a night like that. Nothing goes in the basket. It's just pure frustration.
Well, you can call it any number of things, Steve. Disjointed, disorganized, discombobulated, dysfunctional. Any of those would fit.
Bledsoe kicks to Green. To the middle. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Miles Plumlee, Steve, buried on the bench in his rookie season with Indiana. But the Suns saw something in him, and they would not sign off on the Luis Scola trade without Plumlee coming back in the deal.
Well, it was a good move on their part. Plumlee stepped into their starting center position, played very well, and has a bright future, really, in Phoenix because he fits right into what they're trying to do.
And the shot is good.
When you're hot, you're hot. This is unbelievable.
The Suns have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, gentlemen, Gerald Green was the 18th pick back in 2005, but remember, he fell out of the league for a while, saying, quote, "I took things for granted. I didn't know how to be a pro, but I've learned from my mistakes. I understand now this is not a hobby, this is a job. Now I'm a better professional, a much better player, and I'm all about winning." Kevin?
A nice comeback story, Doris. Nice story. Thank you.
And the Suns' top draft pick, Alex Len, dealt with ankle issues last season. That being the case, how big was Plumlee for them? I mean, he's a big-time glass eater inside and above-the-rim finisher to help force the D to collapse. He's a guy that I think has tremendous upside and is extremely athletic for a front-line player.
Here's the great one. Hits it from three-point range. The great one's got 38 points.
They are killing them with that three-point shot here in the second half.
Well, the defense fully stretched out trying to stop that shot and still not able to get it done.
They get it back. Now here's Plumlee, guarded closely. Outside for Thomas. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. High arcing shot.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's cost him.
The Pelicans have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Here's the great one. His three-pointers off the mark.
And Plumlee still working to expand his skill set, but you don't find many 7-footers who can uncork a 40-inch vertical leap. I mean, his athleticism sets him apart.
Thomas passes to Morris. The feed to Plumlee. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Anderson's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Here's the great one. Good on the triple. The great one's got 41.
What a competitor, Kevin. He's been looking for a shot all game long, and he's really shouldered the load for them offensively.
Thomas dishes to Morris. Here's Plumlee. The rebound by Anderson. Anderson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's the great one. And the 3 off target. Phoenix has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Bledsoe kicks to Morris. And Thomas has it in the corner. Uncovered. That's good. Thomas got 7.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything. They're moving it side to side and working to get a good shot.
The shot's good from the great one.
That's 12 straight points coming off 3-pointers. I mean, somebody do something defensively.
Well, I agree with you. I mean, who's going to step up? They're rolling out there now, so you got to get in their chest, make them uncomfortable, and try to deny those looks.
The shot's good from Plumlee.
Didn't that one play out smoothly?
19 seconds left to play in the third. Holiday, the pass to the great one. Back to Holiday. Cams the shot from the wing. Holiday's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Well, I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
Thomas, good.
That's a very crafty move right there. When you're giving up height, it's time to unleash the fadeaway.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And Steve, we've got a moment here to go to our State Farm assist of the game, coming on some very clever point guard play.
You're up.
Evans is checked in, and the Suns here with a different look. Morris is checked in for Len. P.J. Tucker comes in for Warren. Goran Dragic is checked in for Archie Goodwin, and Thomas subbed in for Ennis. On the court for the Suns, Anthony Tolliver out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's Dragic. Then it's P.J. Tucker, and it's Thomas in at the 1. Shot clock at 6. Here's Evans. His first attempt of the game finds the target.
You know, he's a little bit of an unknown commodity, Kevin. I mean, he may be able to use that to his advantage.
The great one's checked in for New Orleans. Phoenix has gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Thomas goes in, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
You heard talk last year of the NBA perhaps considering adding a 4-pointer as a shot. Something you only really see in celebrity games for charity, and it would certainly have had a huge impact if it was implemented, but I think that would be a reach, folks. Let's stay with the 3-pointer.
And guys, to be clear, that 4-point line was really just something talked about, whispered about. No real traction, as this is even a remote possibility. At one point, however, the same was said about the 3-point shot, and now it's a huge part of the game.
I don't buy it, though, Kevin. I just can't imagine a 4-point shot. It would seem to just destroy everything that had built up over the course of the game if you just allow a guy to shoot a half quarter for 4 points to win the game. I don't see this happening.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Really an extraordinary game for Thomas. He has 9 points and 7 assists.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for New Orleans.
These long-range shots look like layups out there, guys.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Here's the great one. And not sure what he was thinking there. And stolen by Miller. Evans passes to the great one. From deep. Rebounded by Tucker. Tucker's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Fires the 3. The shot is off. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. Evans outside. Here's the great one. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. The great one's got 47 points.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
Outside Thomas. Phoenix, no good that time either.
Well, he did have a 3-pointer in the first half, but so far here in the second, he's come up empty.
The great one. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
And that puts a cherry on top, so to speak, of what's been a phenomenal showing for them.
All over but the wine. Now, Steve.
And Thomas, here we go. Morris dishes to Tolliver. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just total obliteration. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for New Orleans.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, Clark, it seemed toying with.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And when it's all said and done here, this will mark their 38th W on the year.
Has to feel good in the final game of this season series as they've been able to earn the tiebreaker here, finishing the year with a winning record of 2-1 against the Suns.
And you have to look back at this and see what a huge game it's been for the great one. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket just seems to be incredibly wide. And the rebounding numbers don't actually tell the whole story. I mean, they're barely ahead in that category, but when they've needed them, they've gotten them. They've really battled hard.
It's their work on the glass, Steve, that's prevented any kind of momentum swing.
For Phoenix, they've gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Morris kicks to Thomas. Rejected by Evans. And he gets it back.
Pelicans foul. Darius Miller. That's his 3rd personal foul. At the line for the Suns, Isaiah Thomas.
That's good from Thomas. New Orleans making a switch here. Jins is checked in. Phoenix also making some changes. Lenz checked in for Tolliver. Goran comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Archie Goodwin in for Goran Dragic. The Pelicans shooting extremely well. 62% on the night to this point. Sticks another. 3 more from the Great One. The Great One's got 56 points in the game. Thomas passes to Len. Warren kicks to Thomas. The three off on that one. So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. Not much to be critical of with this win, Clark.
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play. They showed up to give great effort and to win, and they did both.
Tyree.
Hey, Coach, how you doing, man?
Good.
Oh, come on, man. I know you since I was 12 years old. I know something wrong. So what's up?
Forget it. You know, you're a professional athlete in the middle of the season. You got enough to worry about.
Man, bump all that, man. You family, Coach. What's going on?
All right. Engineers from the county said the gym at the school has structural damage that, quote, poses a significant threat to the public. Until such a time repairs can be made, the structure must be shut down, unquote.
Hold on. They won't close the gym? Our gym?
Unless we get a sudden infusion of cash. Look, it hurts to ask, but if you could contribute financially, you know, the coaches, the faculty, the kids, I'd really appreciate it. We wouldn't have to go across town and play at that rec center. Heck, we could, you know, name the gym after you. What do you think?
Coach, there was a time when I ain't have anything, and you brought me into your home, your heart, and your team. I'm more than happy to help out any way I can, and that includes financially.
I'm so proud of you. The man you've become. Thank you.
Hey, Coach, no problem. I got you. Forever.
See you later.
Call you later.